What do you do when you need help?
I need somebody.
Turn to the troubleshooter, Tom Martino.
I need someone.
Media with a purpose. Now, Tom Martino on 630 KHOW, Denver's talk station.
Hello, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome. We're doing all kinds of things today. Let's start out by saying we want screaming deals for Mother's Day. If you have a product or a service, a restaurant, flowers, whatever, and you want to help us out for Mother's Day, give us a call. A screaming deal. It has to be a screaming deal for Mother's Day. Give us a call, and I'll brag about it free of charge at 303-771-HELP, 303-771-4357. Okay? I'll do that for you. Now, also, we have Matt with us from American Guarantee Financial Group. So we're going to be talking about the latest in all kinds of things going on.
W.J. Bradley.
Right. Financial Group for the infinite banking and W.J. Bradley for mortgages recently merged with W.J. Bradley. Now, the mortgage business, as you know, is changing every week, and we've been having a lot of mortgage questions, so we saved them up for today. If you have any questions on refining, pulling cash out, jumbos, FHAs, fixeds, HUD, purchase money, refinance money, we can talk to Matt. Okay? We also have an active topic going on that started in the first hour. It started actually yesterday, where a woman went to Gunsmoke. And by the way, it's gone far beyond that transaction, but she went to Gunsmoke to buy a gun, paid $800 on her credit card. They did a background check. She failed because she had a restraining order in her past. She had thought it was long taken care of. So Gunsmoke says, well, you don't get your money back and you don't get your gun. She says, well, what am I going to do? And they said, well, we can sell the gun for you at 20% consignment fee because you own it. So now it's your gun and we will sell it for you. Or if that's an inaccurate background check, we can go and try to get it fixed. And, and that, by the way, that's all right if it was inaccurate. But let's say it was accurate. This is where it got to be queer. If it was an accurate background check, and let's say you were truly turned down for a gun purchase, should you get your money back? Well, Rich White says absolutely not, because you bought the gun. And other dealers called us after yesterday's show and said that's ridiculous. We have never charged for a gun until after the background check. And even the CBI, Criminal Bureau of Investigation, or Colorado Bureau of Investigation, says you're supposed to do a background check and then sell the gun. If you're selling the gun before the background check, you're violating the law. But Rich White says, oh, no. The law says you have to be the purchaser of the gun in order to get a background check. Otherwise, people could just go from store to store and do background checks. You actually have to be the purchaser, meaning you have to buy a gun first. So, in essence, you own the gun when you do the background check. And if the background check comes back and you failed, you still own a gun. You just can't take possession of it. Weird, huh? Mike?
Now, Tom, Rich had come on air with you last hour and, told us how Barbara had called him yesterday to apologize for all this. Barbara seems to have a little different recall of that, so we're bringing her
Barbara,
on.
go ahead. What's going on, Barbara?
Hi.
You were the original purchaser that brought all this up.
Yes, sir, I am.
Yes.
And actually, I did call Rich. It was still, your broadcast was still going on, so I didn't get to hear the rest of the callers that called in. But he demanded that I call troubleshooter.com, get on the air, and apologize on radio. And he also told me that he was going to have the Wheat Ridge police officers, blank, fired for him saying that it's bad company or bad policy, that I should try to go to a consumer advocate. And I've since tried to call that policeman. He told me to come in at 1:30, and my family all says, we don't feel comfortable with you going in there by yourself. We don't know what he's got up his sleeve.
Well, I don't think he's going to do anything to you.
Well, I didn't think so either. So I called the officer to see that if he could go with me, I would feel comfortable going with him. And he's off today, but he will be back tomorrow. So I'm not going in at 12:30 over there because I don't know what I'm going in for. He's adamantly said he does not have to refund the money.
Right.
And so I've written a letter to the credit card company, and actually their manager just called me back and told me to put it in writing. And then I was contacted by the Attorney General of Consumer Affairs.
You were? Good.
Yep. And
Yeah.
he also wants me to put it in writing and give it to him, and he said it'll be taken care of.
Yeah,
So
I think Rich is biting off more than it's worth it for that $800. I really think he's but I am not concluding he's wrong. I'm not. He brings up a point, and that is if to avoid straw purchases, what do? A straw purchase is someone who doesn't really intend. So I mean, I don't know. It could be that he's the only one who's got it right. It could be.
I called 4 different gun places, and they all just went, what?
I know. Every one of them said that to us, too. But Rich says, look, the application itself asks if you're the purchaser, not the potential purchaser, not the future purchaser, but the purchaser. So Rich took that to mean they must own the gun first before he can even do a background check.
Well, according to the Attorney General, you can't own a gun if you have something on your background check until that's taken care of.
Right. Well, Rich is saying you can own it because you buy it, but you can't take possession of it.
That's crazy.
Well, I'm telling you what he says. I'm just saying, and I'm at least here, and I'm truly the only one so far who hasn't taken a stand because I can't deny that he doesn't have at least a point here. Rich, go ahead. Your turn.
Hey, Barbara, you just said on the air that you didn't apologize to me yesterday.
You asked me to apologize to Tom Martino.
Did you apologize to me?
Pardon me?
Did
I
you
apologized for my tone when I was talking to you, yes, but I don't apologize for...
You apologized for this. That you said you were a Christian?
Yes, and you told me to read Matthew 18, of which I did in detail.
And you apologized to me for the whole situation. You were crying on the telephone.
No, I was definitely crying, but I wasn't apologizing to you. I told you it was bad business.
You did not. You apologized. You said you were coming here at 12:30, which is also a lie.
Rich, I got to tell you something seriously.
Yeah.
I'm not taking a stand on this particular.
I know you're not, Tom.
As far as the legality of this transaction, but Rich, honest to God, you need to read Tom 3:16, and that says whether you're right or wrong, when you're an ass, no one ever likes you, and you always seem to be an ass. You really
you
do.
You have to call me an ass.
Because,
I've never been an ass to you.
I don't mean the ass other word.
Tom,
I just mean an ass.
Tom, everybody says you're an ass.
Oh,
everybody.
Okay, Rich.
Yeah,
you know what?
they do.
People are listening to you.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
Somebody to be in business and to act like you do is just stupid.
Well,
it's just
Tom,
stupid.
I think you're stupid.
Okay.
And that's why guys have left your company, because you're stupid.
Okay, Rich. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that why guys left?
Well,
Yeah, that's
actually,
why
you
guys
helped
left.
me many times.
Rich, you know what? I put my reputation up against yours any day of the
Tom.
week.
Tom,
Any day.
you know what? Lots of people say you're an ass.
Oh, good, Rich.
Lots of
And people just love you, don't they?
You know what? Some
conduct your
people hate
business.
me.
You know what?
Some people hate me, and you know what, Tom? That's okay with me.
And that's
it's
okay.
If people don't. I don't
And
care
that's
if Barbara
okay.
likes me. She doesn't tell the truth. She's not an honest person.
Okay, and
She
you
lied
are.
on this. Yes,
And you
I
are.
am, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm totally honest. I haven't lied about one thing. In this.
Actually, I'm not going to attack your honesty, but I will say that the way you conduct yourself, you sound like an ass. I don't know if you truly are. Really, when it came to that previous one where that guy bought that class and wanted to get his money back.
That's right.
Why do you make such big deals over these things? Big
I
battles.
Why do you make such a big deal out of it? If I can't, just like I said to you, Tom, that when that guy wanted a refund, it's on the policy. She signed that there's no refund. She was fully aware of that before she entered into this deal. And so, she should be the one that's in trouble here, not me. Okay?
I have nothing to return. I have nothing.
Now, through all this, Rich is backed up, not giving her a refund based on the policy with the InstaCheck. He's going to be talking with Joe Clayton at CBI. If Joe tells you it is okay to refund her money, will you do so, Rich?
She signed a document, Mike, that said all sales...
He's not going to let that money go. Rich Wyatt will never let a dime go because he says I'm an ass. I say he's an ass.
CBI says it wouldn't stand in court.
Yeah, it wouldn't stand in court, Barbara.
You wouldn't stand in court.
Then take me to court. Let's go find out.
That's the way to do it, Rich. You are making such a great reputation for yourself.
Let me tell you something,
and
Tom.
all I'm doing is letting you hang yourself. That's all I'm doing.
You're not letting me hang myself.
Okay, then do your commercial. Do your commercial. Rich Wyatt, the great guy at Gunsmoke. Go see him.
We have the best gun shop in the state of Colorado. We offer the best concealed weapons class in the state of Colorado. That's why we're the busiest. That's why we do more in students than anybody else, all the other people in the state combined.
And everyone else is wrong, and you're the only one right.
You know what, Tom? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I am doing what CBI told me to do.
I don't know either.
I am doing what CBI told me to do. They exactly told me to do. They said, you have to. I ran myself that when they first put this system in place. I don't agree with the system. I hate it.